Hi, hello. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of the likes, shares, and subscribes. Oh my goodness, we're growing so big as a family so quickly. So thank you to all the new people. Of course, thank you as always to all the OGs. Thank you for everyone who is booking and sending in donations. Thank you. If you'd like to do that, that information is in the description box below. Otherwise, let's jump in. So first I want to just take a minute and say happy Juneteenth, okay? Today is a wonderful day to celebrate our African-American friends, our family, right? I know this is kind of a sensitive subject, right? It is a sensitive subject for a lot of people, okay? Especially when people say, I don't see color, right? And not to say that that's necessarily wrong, but also let's not forget about, hi Lisa, let's not forget about, everything that hey Jilly. Well, I'm sorry for interrupting myself. um it's important to be aware of all the struggle and all the pain and all of the trauma, but me personally, right, when I think of what God has really kind of shown me in regards to this is like, this is white. I've never seen a person this color, right? Okay. And this is black. I've also never seen a person that color. And so in my opinion, we're all just different shades of brown. Okay? That's where I'm at with it. But again, that doesn't take away from the history, doesn't take away from the importance of the awareness of that. Okay? So today's a good day to dive into history and to learn about all of the things that they have gone through and how far they have come, how far they have grown, right? As a collective, because they were. Anyways, I don't even like to say they, because it's like I don't want to separate myself from them, but also I don't want to, it's a sensitive subject. So, but it's an important subject. It is not to be ignored. Okay. So anyways, moving on to the collective message, the channeled song that I got today. Hey Tosh, the channeled song that I woke up with this morning was Dare You to Move by Switchfoot, okay? And it also reminded me of that movie Walk to Remember, all right? So I think that there's something significant as far as that movie goes, and I've kind of been getting a little bit of downloads, but it's just this energy of, in that movie, she was different. She was herself, right? She was quiet. She was, that's right. That's right. Jilly said, a good soul is a good soul and will shine through an immortal coil. Yes. Sorry, I couldn't read that from far. That's right. So anyways, in that movie, she was different, but she was, she was the pastor's daughter. She was very smart. She was quiet. She kept to herself, right? People talked about how she dressed and things like that. And, there was this popular kid, right, who made fun of her, and, they all made fun of her, but one of them ended up falling in love with her, right? And she changed his life, okay? And I not to say that anybody, is not to say that anybody is not falling in love with you, but I don't think that that's the message. I think the message is you are changing people's lives even after you have left their life, okay? Right? Because by the end of the movie, she had passed on, but he was a totally different person, right? He had continued living in a way that she taught him, right? And so, not to say that anybody's dying, okay, but it's just, the dying part is maybe significant for you exiting people's lives, but you're still changing their lives, and they're still living in your example, or they're still like living by ways that you have taught them, whether you see it or not, okay? But yeah, let's and a lot of you, it's like, I'm not a teacher. I'm not out here trying to teach people how to live. You know what I'm saying? It's your example. You lead by example. And that's what's so beautiful. That's why you're chosen. because you have integrity. You choose to move in integrity. You choose to stay firm in your beliefs, right? You're not people pleasing. Whether you were in the past, that's kind of, you know, I think we all go through that. People pleasing it happens due to, you know, it's a symptom of complex trauma, okay? So, but at this point in your life, you know, you're standing firm in your beliefs, and not that you're forcing them on anyone. That's not it. What you're doing is by leading by example in that way, right? You're showing people the way. You're showing people, you know, how to live with integrity and kindness, and how to change your life, and how to be the person that God made you to be, right? Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. I want to go grab my water really quick. I got a feeling my throat chakra is going to be messed with here. Hold on. And of course, it's almost empty. Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. This jumper kind of makes me feel like a circus tent a little bit, but I like it. I like it. Maui, you're all right, buddy. Okay? You're all right. All right, let's see. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the collective. I'm being reminded of this part from that movie where they're talking about how she's so shy and she's so quiet. And the one guy goes, "It's the quiet ones, they'll lay it on you like a Pop-Tart." I don't know. Or something like that. I don't remember exactly what he says, but it's just a funny part. It's been a long time since I watched that movie. That was a good movie. Yeah, not a lot of people could fit underneath the circus tent, huh? Oh my gosh. That's funny. Oh goodness. I like it though. I don't wear it that often, but okay. All right, guys. Yeah, these are people, you know, people that you have. Do you need to go outside? Is that what you need? Huh? Because you were chill until I got up for water. Guys, let me take him out so he's not whining in our ears, okay? Come on. I'll just let him terrorize the neighborhood. Okay. Yeah, he needs his nails trimmed a little bit, but even when his nails are trimmed, you can still hear clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Okay, I stepped on a nail out there, one that I didn't know was there. That really hurt. Yeah. Yeah, this floor is very slippery for him, and he has a hard time. But I had a big area rug. Hey, Tasha, I had a big area rug in here. But one time I left him out of his crate. I left the house. I left him out of his crate. He destroyed it. This is like a year ago. He was still very puppy, but he's very well trained and stuff in some areas. So I thought, well, I'll just be gone for like 30 minutes. The things he can do in 30 minutes, okay? Anyways, okay, so here's the thing. Going back to that song, all right, where dare you to move, right? I dare you to move, I dare you to move, I dare you to move like it didn't happen. That's something significant, okay? It's almost like you guys are in this energy of like, you are no longer acting like your past happened to you. Okay, it's like I'm not a victim of my past. I'm actually a survivor. I'm a warrior of my past. Right? I'm not a victim. I don't feel victimized by it. I understand that it was. Yes, Tasha. I talked about it at the beginning. But yeah, you are not a victim of your past anymore, right? It's like, but also you recognize it's part of the contract. It was part of the purpose. It is what it is, right? And I've grown and I've healed from it. Yeah, and so all of these people that put you in a situation where in the past to make you feel like a victim, right? That's this energy. That's where these people are. They're learning to like follow in your example. They will never tell you this. No, they will not. Okay. I'm hearing maybe someday for some of them, right, as they move out of their pride and their ego. But as of right now, right, they're following your lead behind the scenes, right? Maybe they're, maybe they are, I don't know. Maybe they're looking into spirituality. Maybe they are looking into shadow work. Maybe they are looking into, getting counseling. If they're not necessarily going through a spiritual awakening, they're realizing that we can't always stay the same. That we have to evolve and we have to put work into it. Right? Life is not about just like getting up and going to work and dying, right? That's not what this life is about. And you're showing people that. You're showing people that this life is about evolution. It's about reconnecting the soul to the divine. It's about, healing those traumas. It's about all these different things that we always talk about. And these people are like, they're watching you. They're watching you, whether they are still in this like envious kind of energy or like Jezebel spirit, or it's like you are catching the eye, right? In that song he says, everybody's watching you now, right? Everybody waits for you now. What happens next? Yeah, that's where they're at. They're waiting for you. They're watching you, right? It's like they want to know what happens next, like what comes next, right? It's almost like these people have followed your journey, right? And they see this consistent progression and they're like, oh my gosh. It's like I'm seeing people like at the edge of their seat with like some popcorn and they're like, what happens next? You know what I mean? Like, but not in a way of, some of them it's envious energy, but a lot of them it's like, I think they're getting to a point where they're starting to root you on. You know what I mean? Hey, Otto. They're starting to root you on because it's like they're discovering that like it's like I'm hearing like collective was right all along, right? Where you sounded totally insane before with whatever you were talking about, people are realizing that you were right. Not to say that they were wrong, but kinda at the same time. Like, everyone has different experiences, but there's something significant about you being right. You you tried to say something to these people or something like that. I don't know. But I'm saying all this to say I feel like you are awakening a lot of people, and they're watching you. They're waiting for your next move, right? Some people, they're waiting for your next move so they can try to like come in and sabotage it. Some people are waiting for your next move because they want to support you. They want to know that it's like, man, every move that Collective has made thus far has been extremely successful. How can I support? How can I, I kind of want a piece of that, right? I kind of, not necessarily in a negative way, but like in a way of like, they're doing something right here. I need to know, right? These people are surrendering. They're surrendering. They have to. They have to, okay? They have to. They're like, all right. They're like thinking about, where in the past that, again, where they accused you of being wrong or different or weird or just crazy or whatever it is, right? And now they're forced to look at the fact that you have mastered yourself. You have quite literally mastered yourself. And so in a lot of different ways, and it it's a process, right? We're all continuously evolving. We're all going to keep growing. We're all going to keep gaining more and more mastery, but it's to a point where it's like it's undeniable here, okay? It is undeniable. And so they're like, okay, how does Collective have so much peace? How does Collective, know so much? How does Collective do whatever Collective does, right? How does Collective manage all the things that Collective manages? How does, how have they reached this? A lot of it is quite literally peace of mind that a lot of people don't have these days, right? A lot of people cannot say that they are at peace with their own life. It's just, that's the reality of it. And you are working on finding that, or you have found that to some extent, okay? That is inspiring people. It is inspiring people. It is like you are, not to say that you are wanting to start an army of people following you, right? That's not the reason that you did it. You did it for your soul's growth. You did it to change change the way for your kids. You did it for, hello Michael, hello New Levels. You did it for, ways to change the way for your kids, to change the way for your lineage, to change the bloodline, right? To change the DNA. You didn't do it to gain any type of following or anything like that, but that's quite literally what is happening. People are like, like, how do I get where Collective is at mentally, emotionally? How do I get there? Because like, I feel like Collective sleeps really well at night, and I don't sleep really well. I feel like Collective is able to handle all these things that come at them, right? And and it's like, I'm hearing like no sweat. It's like no sweat off their back, right? It is what it is. It's fine. It's no big deal, right? How does Collective manage to not attach themselves to anything? How does Collective, it's like all of these questions are coming through, and it's quite simply like, it comes down to one thing. It's called shadow work. It's called healing. It's called evolving. It's called, going within instead of looking without. It's called, it's all these things, but it's like, you have people that are watching, and they're waiting on your next move. They want to know what's your next move, right? They have no idea. It's like some of them, they feel like, nah, they don't recognize all of the hard work that it took for you to do this, right? They don't realize how hard it was, because sitting down with your shadow is not easy, right? Maybe you're not up and doing any physical labor, but like looking at your shadow self, looking at your mistakes of the past, going through forgiveness of others and forgiveness of yourself is one of the hardest things that you will do. but you're doing it, or you have done it, or you're continuing to do it, or wherever you are on this journey, right? They're about to find out exactly how hard this work was. Okay, because some of them are going to decide that they, you know what I mean? I'm going to follow in Collective's footsteps here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the work. And they're going to find out that, you know, because a lot of them, it's like they didn't see behind the scenes what you know, all the tears that you cried, all the loneliness that you felt, all of the sacrifices that you've made, all of the, you know, the times where, I mean, sacrifices is a really good way to put basically all of it, right? You know, all the isolation that you have felt, all of the, you know, when you, it's just you, yeah. And so they're about to see exactly all of the hard work that you put in. A lot of them are not going to make it. Okay. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. A lot of them are not going to make it because they're doing it for money. Okay, because maybe you guys are starting to generate, you know, more income, or if you aren't already, I feel like that's going to start happening for you. But a lot of them are doing it for the wrong reasons. Some of them are doing it for the right reasons, right? They want that peace, not only for them, but for their, you know, for future generations. And even when you heal, it also heals past generations, right? So you have, it's like you have made sacrifices for not just yourself, but for others. Okay. And it was like you took it very seriously. Okay. Some people on this journey, they don't take it seriously. It's like, yeah, I'll do, you know what I mean? Like they'll buy some, you know, people tap into spirituality, or they discover spirituality, and they think that it's a trend, right? It's a trend. It's you know, it's buying crystals, and it's, you know, burning the sage, and it's doing all these things, right? And but in reality, it is not a trend. It's who you are. Okay, it's not a trend, it's who you are. All right. And so some people might discover that as well. I don't know where I was going with that exactly. But it'll come back around if it's supposed to. Yeah. And this wasn't like an overnight thing, right? Like, this wasn't an overnight thing. This has taken years to get you where you are, Collective. It has taken you years, like literally. And yeah, it's all about choices, right? It's all about discipline. It's all about, you know, listening to God, right? Obeying God or source or the universe or whatever you want to call it, okay? I call it an it because I don't believe it's masculine or feminine. I believe it's both. I believe it's, you know, everything is an extension of it. Okay. You're welcome, Lisa. Okay. And I feel like things are, with this Eight of Wands here, this action card, right? Yeah, this is a lot of people that are going to start seeking the truth here, okay? They're going to start seeking the truth because clearly you are the truth. It's like being made very clear to these people, whether they are Team Collective or not Team Collective. All walks of life are being shown that you are the truth, okay? That you did the hermit stage, right? And now you're, it's like very present, it's very known, it's like cannot be denied here. This is kind of a general theme of a message that we've been getting here. What else What else do we want to tell the collective? Just keep hearing that part. Everybody waits for you now. Some of you, okay, some of you haven't taken action on something that you feel guided to take action on, okay? Whether it's, you know, it could be different for all of you, but it has something to do with speaking your truth and expressing yourself and showing your growth and, you know what I mean, stepping back out there, right? You're still kind of in this cave, right? And I want you to know that everybody's waiting on you. No pressure. No pressure. But collectively, we need you to do whatever it is that you are putting off, whatever it is that you are feeling guided to do, but you're not doing it because of fear or because of, you know, basically it comes down to fear, right? Fear of ridicule, fear of rejection, fear of being not perfect, fear of, you know, all these different fears, right? You have to do this scared. Okay? You have to do it scared. And I'm sorry, but it's true. Hi, Catherine. Hey, Day. It's true. There are some things in this life that you are going to have to do scared. But the minute that you do them in that energy, still scared, right? That fear is just going to wash away. It's going to wash away, and you're going to find yourself supported. You're going to find yourself at home, right? Because whatever it is that you're being guided to do has to do with your purpose. It has to do with helping others, right? Mm-hmm. You're ready. There's no more need for preparation, okay? Hey, sunlight. You're ready, okay? It's like you will continue to learn as you go, okay? You don't have to be perfect to do this. There's a need to, and that's also part of leading by example, of coming out and you know, being authentic, even though you know whatever it is that you're doing is not perfected, right? It's still you know, you're still learning, but it's a good example of showing up for others, right? Others that are, you know, further back on the journey, right? They're still right on time as far as their path goes, right? Because we are going through waves of awakening here, right? And the reason that there are waves is so that way we have guidance, right? And it's almost like this, your wave, it's time for you to, you know, do whatever you're feeling guided to do, because there are people that will be searching for you and your guidance. They don't know who you are, but once they find you, they will. Okay, whatever it is, okay, however that looks for all of you, it's going to be different. All right, but it's like there's a need to kind of, everybody waits for you now, okay? Like, no pressure, but kind of a little pressure. Like, I feel a little pressure on my back. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Yeah. Now I'm always outside, just barking outside. Thanks, Grant. I know. Thank you. Oh, goodness. It's crazy, the growth. It is crazy. And of course, I'm super grateful for all of you. Oh. Hey guys, hold on just a second. Let me let Maui in. Somebody just pulled up in front of my house. Hold on just a second, okay? Now don't you dare. Yeah, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. Go lay down. Go lay down. Hey, chill. Go lay down. Okay? And come lay next to Mama. It's just somebody with the city, probably gas and water or something, coming to run the bill or whatever they do, check the meters or something. I don't know. Anyways, sorry guys. Sorry for the interruption. Good boy, Maui. That's a very good boy. Yes, it is. I'm very proud of him. Anyways, okay. So, yeah, we have, give me a minute. Let me tap back into where we were at here with those distractions. Yeah, these are like friends from the past, people that you've let go of, right? These are family members. These are all these people, right? That are finally starting to see, you know what I'm saying? It's like up until recently, you know, it was almost like they just kind of counted you out here, right? You were being counted out here. Almost like, well, collective, you know, whatever they're doing, it's not working, right? They're not going to go anywhere, la-di-da-di-da. And then it's like all of a sudden, God's like, well, actually, they've crossed some sort of threshold as far as their shadow work here. But let's get some more. Not this deck. Okay. Divine masculine energy here, okay? Could be a female, could be a masculine here, but I feel like I'm speaking directly to divine masculine, okay? So you could be a female in your masculine energy, or you could just be divine masculine, okay? Watch your friends, bro, sis, watch them, okay? Because there's this energy of like, I feel a sneakiness. I feel like there's something about being on the brink of something. Divine feminine too, I guess, but divine masculine is here. It has something to do with your grind. It has something to do with your hustle. It has something to do with what you're creating, okay, as far as like in the physical. So you know, the masculine energy typically is the hunter, the retriever, the breadwinner, right? Like not always, right? But that's kind of like the masculine energy within you, right? Not saying, you know, the gender roles. That's not it. It's we all have both energies within us here. Good boy, Maui. There's some sneakiness going on here, okay? So I feel like I just want to let you know that just be careful, okay? There is an energy of a divine masculine that is feeling very lonely at this time, okay? And is wanting to come through with some sort of apologies here, all right? Also, there's some stalker energy here, okay? So it's just, as you rise, people are going to get weirder, okay? They're going to get creepier, all right? So just keep that in mind as you continue to grow here, okay? But let's see. These are just like random little messages that are coming through here. Coming through. Okay, divine feminine, onto you here, okay? Could be masculine or feminine, right? Just whatever energy you're in. Divine being, let's just talk about it, okay? You guys, because of this, you're shifting from an energy of attracting, you know, people that were very immature, that wanted you for one thing only, you know what I mean, that were just looking for, you know, they were lonely. It was like they were attracted to you for your healing energy, right? They were attracted to you. Maybe they put a lot of pressure on you or made you feel obligated. They were very codependent, right? These are all kinds of energies that you were attracting, right? Ulterior motives. They were sneaky. They were still stuck in fear, right? And lack mentality, okay? These are all energies that you were attracting before. You have raised your frequency to a level where, sure, some of those people will still come to you and they still will be attracted to you. But at this time, okay, you are really starting to attract divine beings, okay, like the soul family, right? You're also starting to attract more wealth into your life. You're starting to create generational wealth, whether it's just through your love, through your energy, through your healing, or actual like creating a legacy here, okay? Like a not a legacy of what people remember you by, because that is a legacy, but I mean like generational wealth, okay? And again, it doesn't always come down to money, but this feels like money, okay? It's like you guys are leveling up. This new moon energy is really leveling you up here, okay? For sure. New cycles here. All right, what are we at? 36 minutes? Let's get some final messages for collective, please. You might also be attracting your counterpart. You might also be attracting your counterpart, okay? Come on, we've been talking about it. Like, how do we make this happen? This counterpart does kind of feel stuck in some sort of way, though, okay? It's like, notice that these people are both made of trees, right? And she's kind of free here, right? But he is kind of like, it almost looks like he's stuck to this very rooted and grounded tree, okay? Typically that's, you know, you want to be stuck to a rooted and grounded tree, but not stuck, right? Attached to, but not stuck. So not to say, it's like this person, whoever you're attracting, I feel like they feel like there's some sort of attachment that they are still stuck to. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be like maybe work. It could be, it's like, it feels like there's something that's almost like holding this person back in a way, okay? But the feminine energy feels very free and very like, yes, I am very solid. I am very stable. I am very connected. I am very, you know what I mean? But I can run free. I'm a free spirit, right? Yeah, but with this Knight of Cups though, okay, depicted in this Knight of Cups, right, it looks like she's bringing something back to life here, okay? So this could be somebody from your past, but it doesn't have to be, okay? It's almost this energy of maybe this Knight of Cups, you know, when they come in, if this is a new person, I feel like for a lot of you, this is a new person, okay? And it's like, you and this person will both be, by offering each other, you know, your cups, it's like not to say that either of you are feeling down or dead or depressed or anything like that, but it's like this energy of like bringing you to life that much more, right? Just adding that much more into this feeling of freedom and it feels very exhilarating. It feels very, you know, and a lot of times people want to call that lust, and a lot of times it is lust, right? But this feels long lasting. With this Four of Wands here, this energy of like, man, you just really make me feel alive. Like, you know, because it's like you've already created that energy for yourself, but this person is going to like level that up. You know what I mean? Even more so. It's like you two will make each other just feel so alive. The Sun card. Listen. Look. Look. Do you see that face right there? You see that? You see that face right there? I'm telling you, okay? There is clarity coming in around some sort of connection, okay? Oh, I've never even noticed there's like a body right there too. I've never even noticed that. You see that body? Yeah. Look, and she's in a wedding dress. Collective, what is happening? Okay, this is like the happiest card in the deck, the Sun card. But it's almost like there's some sort of clarity coming around to you about who this person is to you, or who this person is in general, okay? This person might want to come in with the Knight of Cups and bring clarity around this connection, how they feel about this connection. Yep, they want to bring in some sort of balance, some sort of like something around this connection. This is somebody that you may have never even talked to before, but they have seen you. Or you know what I mean? There's an energy of like they have seen you, and they know who you are. I don't know how. Maybe you're on a platform. Maybe there's something along those lines, but they want to come in and they want to give you some sort of clarity about how they feel about this connection. They want to balance things out, right? It's almost like, you know, the feminine energy has been very well put together, right? All the puzzle pieces have kind of come into play. And some of you are still trying to figure out, right? You're still trying to put this puzzle over here together as to who this person is, right? It's like, I need to know. Like, I need to know. But do you? Do you need to know? I get it. I get it, right? We're at a point where it's like, you know, it'd just be cool to, you know, I've been rocking alone for a while, says Collective. I've been rocking alone for a while. I've been doing the healing. I've been doing the, you know, the aligning. I've been working hard. I've been stepping into purpose. I've been, you know, doing it for a minute. It'd just be cool to be able to have that partner, right? To be able to have that divine connection, right? I'm my own best friend, but really it'd be cool to like have a lover and a best friend and somebody that I can, you know, have fun with and create memories with. And, you know, that's just kind of the energy around this. It's just like, not necessarily like an overthinking or, you know, putting yourself in a bad mind space about it, but just like, yeah, that'd be dope. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be cool. Like, yeah. Listen, and here's this King of Pentacles here, right? Very focused on you. Very focused on you. Wanting to come in with quick messages. They're speaking to their ancestors and their spirit guides and stuff are speaking to them in regards to you. They're bringing you, they're showing the way back to you. They're bringing, you know, whether, again, this doesn't have to be somebody from the past. They're not, there could be a distance here between the two of you, but doesn't have to be here, okay? Tell me about this. But I feel like with the way this is laying out here, okay, I feel like this is going to come in a lot quicker than what you guys anticipate, right? And we've been talking about it. Like, the energy is there. The momentum is there. Like, the connection and the spirit is there. And so it's like, you know, I'm hearing it's only a matter of time. Duh. But typically when people say that it's only a matter of time, it does come through pretty quickly, right? It's only a matter of time. Jim Carrey. Yeah, look, here's that kind of stuck energy here with that Eight of Swords. Here's that kind of stuck energy here, all right? But this doesn't, it almost feels like this stuck energy is actually something that they've brought on themselves. Like, this isn't something, I don't feel like this is somebody who's stuck in another relationship or that is, stuck to anything, that would cause any problems. This feels very clean. It feels very, it doesn't feel messy. It feels like, it feels like it's a mentality, a perception that they've created on their own, right? When in reality, like, your perception is everything, and you can really kind of make life what you want, right? So what? There's a little distance. Okay, so we just, or so what? I don't know. There's just always an answer for everything if you really just dig deep down into it, right? Yeah, this person is also, I don't know if it's like they're working on their pride a little bit. They're working on their ego a little bit before they come forward. Okay, this person might still suffer a little bit with their, their ego and their pride, just a little, not enough to be like hurtful or harmful to anyone, okay, but more so just in a way of like, I need to just put that aside, because I think because of that they maybe have a hard time expressing themselves, okay. Yeah, they maybe have a hard time expressing themselves, and it's like they know they know that if they come forward to you, collective, that they're gonna have to be honest, that they're gonna have to be able to express themselves, that they're gonna have to be able to do that. So yeah, my goodness. So it's only with 2 nights here, and these are pretty quick moving nights, okay? I feel like they're working on kind of like filling their own cup back up, okay? They may have been hurt, whether, I feel like they are working on that a little bit here. But with this Knight of Swords here, they're very focused on the goal, and you are the goal, collective. They're very focused on wanting to come in and come in quickly. You might receive some sort of message from this person, okay? Here I'm hearing in the very near future, okay? So for all of you, it's going to be different. Take it as it resonates, all right? But yeah. Now I'm hearing, what happens next? Yeah, this person is going to come in and they want to, express their feelings, but they're going to want to know, like, what happens next? Or they're feeling like that right now. Like, what happens next? Like, okay, say I come in, I express my feelings, right? That may be where they're feeling stuck. They don't know what's going to happen next. They don't know how you're going to feel. They don't know how they're going to respond. They're working on balancing out this pride, because there may be rejection. They may get rejected. They know that there is a possibility for that, okay? And they fear that. They don't like the way that feels, right? Maybe they've have some abandonment issues, or they've been rejected before in the past, and so they're trying to work on balancing out, because it's like this energy of like, well, if not now, then when? If I don't say anything, I'll never know, right? So they're trying to balance out a little bit of that pride here and that fear of rejection to come forward, because I know that it's like, I know that I will regret this for the rest of my life if I never say something to collective. You know what I mean? So they feel like they need to come in, and they're just working on that, okay? So yeah, they're trying to figure out like what would happen next, right? And that's part of their ego, trying to figure out all the answers before they just go for it, right? but they're going to go for it. Their ancestors, their guides, you know, the divine is working with them on coming up with the right things to say, coming up with, you know, how to say it, how to approach it, and then also just, you know, if it doesn't go their way, being okay with that, right? Listen, I said what I needed to say and I feel better about it, right? Even though it didn't go the way that I wanted or didn't go the way that I planned. And this is part of their contract, right? This is part of them releasing some of that fear of rejection, releasing some of that, you know, that those abandonment issues that maybe were imprinted on their DNA. Okay, so yeah, that's what's up. Okay, collective. Well, anyways, again, I am so grateful for every single one of you so very much. And I love you all so much. And I hope that you have a fantastic day. And we'll talk soon.